Mama, I made it to Forbes.
Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. So, I thought instead of, obviously we keep going on about who could be a potential Mr. Olympia in the current lineup we've got from, obviously, you know, the likes of Brandon Curry, William Bonac, etc. I thought, well, who could be an actual future, like 3-5 years down the line, who are we looking at to obviously lead the way, come through the ranks, and be a potential Mr. Olympia. Now, I've picked out two of my personal favourites I think are going to go very, very far in this. My first one is obviously homegrown homeboy Luke Sando. He's from the UK too. And I just want to cover, you know, their past titles and spots and places that they've won for the two guys that I've picked, and then just touch on why I think they're, you know, they've got potential to be Mr. Olympias. So, starting off with Luke Sando. Obviously, if we go backwards and what he's just previously done, he came 9th at the Mr. Olympia, which is not an, you know, for a debut on the Olympia stage, it's not bad. It's very respectable because, you know, that's 9th in the world, potentially. Obviously, there was a few people that didn't show on the day, but let's not touch on that. So 9th in the world at present, you know, and he's still very young. He's still a young lad. So that's pretty impressive. And it was pretty much the same experience for the likes of Nathan D'Asha when he debuted on, I think it was 2016, don't quote me, but same sort of experience for him, and obviously he's climbed and climbed and climbed. Now, obviously he came 2nd at the Tampa Pro, you know, earlier this year against Dexter Jackson. Now that's pretty impressive in its own rights, and then he had 3rd at the Arnold Classic this year, again, still pretty impressive. But the thing is, Luke is still very young, okay? Obviously, he debuted 9th. He's still got a lot of potential, a lot of growth, a lot of muscle maturity to gain, and a lot of experience on stage posing. And that's where it falls short for a lot of these younger guys. It's the experience and the confidence on stage just as much as it is, obviously, the muscle maturity. Now, my second pick, and is probably going to be my favourite pick to be a Mr. Olympia, is Mikhail Krizo. Now, I did a video on Mikhail a few years ago calling him the Slovakian beast because he is just an absolute animal. He is smashing titles left, right and centre. I think he's on like his 6th or 7th consecutive win, 1st place. He's won, I'll start backwards and go forwards with this guy. So he won the Miesto Elite Pro 2018, then he won the Elite Pro Malta, then he won the Czech Elite Pro, he's just won the Cancun Elite Pro, he won the Arnold Classic Europe in 2018. He's a beast, he's a tank, and he's if you look through, for example, his Instagram, I'll put both the links for Luke and Krizo in the description. If you look through his Instagram, every year he just looks better and better and better. The delts have come on, the quads, the sweep in the quads, the teardrop in the quads. His back is pretty huge. Lower back does need a little bit of work, but again, he's still a young dude as well. So there's a lot of potential between the both of these, and I genuinely think either one of these, if not both, could be Mr. Olympia in, you know, 2, 3, 5 years' time, whatever it may be. But I just thought it'd be nice to actually touch on some other guys that don't get enough coverage that have got a lot of potential. I did nearly throw Regan Grimes, and this is just like a bit of a confession time. I did delete him out as a bit of a wild card because I do think Regan's got a lot of potential. However, I don't think he's ever going to capitalise on it. The way he dipped out of Oxygen Gym because he felt the pressure with the whole drug regime, etc., to me, that is part and parcel of being a Mr. Olympia. They all talk shit and make out they don't take that much. They take a fucking shit ton of gear. And that's the reason I didn't put Regan back in. I do think he's got a lot of potential. I genuinely do. But going forward, I don't think when you stack him against Krizo and Sando, he hasn't got a chance. So that's my two. That's my picks for the future. Have you guys got any picks yourself? Any other guys you've seen coming through the ranks? Any guys you've seen on stage? Got a lot of potential maybe? Drop a comment below. Tag them if you can. Don't forget to add me on Instagram. If you're not subbed to the channel, please subscribe. If you thought this video was interesting, it's obviously a different spin on things. I don't normally do like these weird prediction type things. Drop a like. And I've been me, you've been you. Peace.